I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yes or no? Did you ever take banned substances to enhance your cycling performance?
Yes.
I had no prior knowledge of the planned assault on Nancy Kerrigan.
I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior I engaged in.
Today, we're here, sitting next to each other, whether you're in the same room or if you're listening to us out of a speaker in your car while you're driving late to work. Welcome to Oops the Podcast.
Amen.
Here with Giulio.
Hello, Lynch.
And I'm Ryan, and we're here right now
Right
to
here,
spend some
right now.
quality time together to talk about everything.
With you, with me, with he,
With she,
with she,
we.
we,
We.
we, monsieur.
I do want to, oui, monsieur. We are experiencing a cautionary tale right now, Giulio, to all the lazy dads out there that pushed off taking their kid to see whoever they wanted to see. Let's say they're a basketball fan living out in Dallas, and there was a little boy that just absolutely loves Luka Doncic, and for his birthday, he wants to go see them play in Dallas because he's never been to a game before, and you told him that you would take him to a game once he seems like he's a big enough fan that he would actually appreciate going to the game. So until then, you got him a jersey, you got him a hat, you got him a poster, you got him a fat head. Now his room is just covered in blue and gray, Maverick forever, Maverick for life, Luka Doncic household. And this was the year you were supposed to take him to a game. But you got lazy and you said, you know what? I'll take you next year because Luka will be a Maverick for life. And here we are now. You fucked up because he's a Laker.
And Luka will still come to town a couple times a year to play against the Mavs, at least.
Yeah, but that magic is gone.
But it does suck that you bought all that Dallas merch for your kid, and now Luka's no longer on the team.
Yes, but the message is it sucks that you don't know when something's going to go away, and you didn't pull through when you said you would.
You don't know what you got till it's gone, Lynch.
Big Paradise, put up a parking lot.
Put up a parking lot. Ooh, no.
Counting Crows?
I guess so.
Yeah. So I thought about that. There's, in this world, with the amount of people that there are in it, there's totally a dad that dropped the ball on making a beautiful memory with their kid as Dallas Maverick fans. And that opportunity, gone forever.
Yeah, this is a good story. And, the NBA's ratings, I guess, are down. I don't know if it's just like a reflection of some change. And, maybe that isn't as significant as it sounds like it is. But let's say it is. A trade like this definitely spices things up. There's some drama associated with it. Allegedly, no one in the league knew about it. LeBron didn't know about it. Luka didn't know about it. Luka just bought a house in Dallas, apparently, for $15 million.
Yeah.
And now he has to move. They were saying there's all these sort of theories that seem to kind of be substantial that they just thought Luka wasn't in that good a shape. And because of that, he wasn't a really good defender. And now they were not doing that well this year. They were in 9th or 10th in the West. And they're like, is this the guy we want to peg our franchise on? Because he's young. He's going to be
26 this month.
Yeah. So it's maybe we can't change this guy, but it's just making me wonder. I mean, he plays most of the game. He scores 40 points all the time. He's an incredible, prolific scorer. You can't guard him. He's thick. He's a bull. He can take it to the rack. He can shoot. He's tall. He's amazing. How could you do that if you weren't in shape? And it then just makes me think, is he truly eating absolute garbage and mountains of it? How is this guy, quote, not in shape?
Yeah.
He fluctuates a lot. Sorry, what were you saying?
No, there's something that they see that we don't see. And I think it's surprising because he's 25. I feel like you can take care of that in-house. He's yours. He wants to be there. There's some give and take. Is he really not putting any effort to improve? Have you had multiple conversations with him and he hasn't put the effort in? Or do you just not believe in him and don't care to invest in trying to make him better?
He's also an MVP candidate every year.
Yeah.
He is one of the best players in the league.
I think he's a top 5, easy.
And, okay, defense wins championship, fine. But, I don't know. It almost feels like it isn't adding up to me.
Yeah.
It was fun to see everybody's reactions around the league. Being like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Very odd, dude.
Yeah. Like, it just goes to show that nobody is safe.
Mm.
And I think the superstars have just been put on notice that nobody is safe. Because that is, to a franchise guy, to a top 5 guy, a young top 5 guy, like, that was a trade that I think literally everybody, when they saw it, went, oh!
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fake, or Sham got hacked. Like,
Are you happy about it? Are you a Lakers fan?
I am a Lakers fan. I will be happy about it, but like, I like watching him as a Maverick. I've always thought like he's good, but he is lazy. He gets hurt a lot.
Does he get hurt a lot?
Yeah, he's
Anthony Davis
he's
gets hurt a lot, dude.
Well, yes, I have my own. So I have my own opinions about Davis, but he's missed 22. He's played in 22 games this year, and he's missed 28 games this year, and he's had his 4th calf injury. And I don't know if eating habits directly correlate to that.
Well, carrying weight does.
He did say that his rehab for this 4th calf injury stint, he's let it recover fully, whereas in the past he's been just itching to get back on the court, that he's probably played when he was like 80% recovered or not fully recovered. And so he just needs to not do that. He's 25. So I liked when we got Davis, but he's always hurt. He's always out. And
big men get hurt.
Yeah. And I'm glad that the trade happened for the long-term success of the team. Kind of a little bit of a question mark for the Lakers because now they don't have a big man. Like now Hachimura is their biggest guy, but I'm getting too into the weeds of it. Just it's an odd trade. And it shocked everyone. And it just goes to show there's no loyalty. Like those mock memes that you see on Twitter of like Jimmy Butler's going to Sacramento this summer. I'm calling like all of that is on the table. All of it.
Well, Jimmy Butler said he wants to get traded.
He did.
But yeah, I see what you're saying.
And
like
then
LeBron should get traded.
Yeah.
Like who knows?
And then Giannis Antetokounmpo made a great point saying he's like, I love the trade. He's like, I want European players to get traded to big markets. He's like, I want Jokic in New York. I love Luka in LA. He's like, I love it. I love it. I want the Europeans to be the superstars in the biggest markets. And that was pretty cool for him to say. Cool. And I don't know if that was a little like, hey.
I mean, he re-signed with Milwaukee for big bucks.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can just get traded.
Yeah. If
you agree to it. So I don't know. That was just a shocking sports moment. And I don't think an NBA trade has ever been that shocking. Because all the trades, there's all this fluff and there's rumors. There were no rumors. It just happened. It just happened.
KD to the Warriors was up there.
That signing, yeah. And that I remember he became a villain.
Yeah, which is a bummer because he's the fucking man.
This one's just a little different because the players had no control. I also thought Anthony Davis, with his pedigree, like I thought that it was set in stone last year when he signed a 5-year extension for, I don't know, $1 billion that he was going to finish a Laker. It's just like, yeah, that's what you do. And that's the contract you live with. No, they flipped it. So
crazy.
I do feel bad for all the young Mavericks fans that did grow, like they're a diehard Luka fan. Like, I don't know if I was 12 years old today and Aaron Judge got traded to the Cubs, I'd freak out. I'd freak out. So thinking about all the little boys in Dallas today, and hope you're grieving well.
That is going to be the greatest thing to clip out of context. Thinking about all the little boys in Dallas today.
Little boys in Dallas.
So, dude, I've still been chipping away at these award movies, slowly but surely. I watched The Substance, which I remember on a couple episodes ago, you were like, I'm excited for you to watch it.
Yeah.
Crazy movie, dude.
Yeah.
It's a crazy movie.
Yeah.
Nuts.
I want to hear just talk about it. I want to hear your thoughts.
I mean, dude, it was like insane. Like, good for them for like thinking of that. You know what I mean? It's like cool idea, like crazy. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to not spoil it. It's gross.
Yeah.
Which like works for it. There's a part of me wishes that like it was more grounded in reality. Like the side characters are very much like caricatures of the people that they're depicting. Sort of like these men who like are the decision makers, and like it's like not none of those characters are believable. And I get that it's like a style thing, but I think that it would have worked really well if it was realistic. It would have actually even been even more devastating than it already was. It was still, somehow the end of it is still devastating, even though you don't believe any of the characters besides the main two characters.
So like
in the context that they exist in.
That's a good point. Like if Dennis Quaid's character was a more realistic boss, where he says one thing to fluff you up, but then just does something different. Whereas in the movie, he's depicted as a guy that's not paying attention to you.
He's just like, oh, like you're too old. It's just
good.
It's just insane. It's like nobody acts like this. You know what I mean? I get that it's like supposed to be over the top, but I really thought it would have worked really well if like that character that he's playing is such a like cliche that like you can be really subtle with it and get the point across really powerfully, I think.
Yeah.
And to me, that was like a misfire. But like, I think like some kid wrote the movie. I think it's like young people and like they were being whatever avant-garde. Like fine, you know what I mean? It still worked, but I would have liked that a little bit. I would have liked that. I forget what else I said to you about it. What did you think?
I think without spoiling anything, but also you should see it by now. It's free on Meebo. Mubi on Mubi. It's not on Meebo. It's free on Mubi, and you can do the little loophole where you do the 7-day subscription, watch it, then unplug.
Spoiler alert, a little. You theoretically could listen to this and it wouldn't be spoiled, but if you know a little bit about the movie and like you maybe just want to be surprised, maybe just like skip the next 10 minutes of the combo so that you don't hear about the movie The Substance.
When you thought the movie was like, oh my God, like, whoa, this went way too far, there's 20 more minutes after that happens where it gets even worse. Not worse, it gets even more.
I think the best part of the movie, in my opinion, is right before that extra 20 minutes happens. Even though I like that extra 20 minutes, and it's like when the girl has just been like letting it rock for too long. For way too long.
It really, dude, you have to, guys, you have to see this.
It's crazy. That part is like really special.
It's gross, but it's got a good message. It just really hits you over the head with it.
And that's another thing I didn't like about it.
I didn't mind that because of how provocative the movie was, but yes.
Agreed. I didn't need to be hit over the head with the message. The message was obvious.
Yeah.
The metaphor is extraordinarily obvious. They didn't need to keep like repeating things that were said in the beginning about like women getting older in Hollywood. Like I get it. It's like extremely obvious, which makes me think again that a young person wrote it as well.
Yeah.
But good for that person. I don't know this and I can easily find it out. So shame on me.
Yeah.
But any issue I had with it is like completely sort of I can completely ignore because of how crazy it is. Sort of ultimately overcomes any problems I had with it, but I wanted more for it.
Yeah.
But I still really liked it.
The one thing also that was very impressive with it is that, and I think the reason why it's nominated for an Oscar, there's no plot holes. Like it is an airtight movie because it's such a abstract concept of having two different versions of yourself, but they both exist. One needs to be dormant while the other one's alive. This isn't a spoiler, it's just the plot. But like there's a lot of opportunity to like fuck something up with the continuity or make a twist in the third act that doesn't make sense with what was going on with the rules set up in the first half. And everything just worked. And I thought that was great.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not know what time the movie took place in, though, for the longest time because there were no
like what era?
smartphones, but then there was a Bluray. It was confusing. That was confusing, but
Interesting.
regardless.
I didn't really think about that, but that makes sense because aerobics too are like sort of dated. But to me, like there was a couple like convenient things that happened, like when they were suddenly like there together, like to me that was like that can happen. Ooh, how convenient that when you went to do what you did, now suddenly. But yeah, like it took us where we've never been taken before.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring up another movie to you actually.
Well, can I ask you one more question about this?
Of course.
So if you were to do it, would you respect the balance?
I would never do it.
If you did do it, would you respect the balance?
So which one am I? Am I the birthed one or am I the OG?
I feel like the respecting the balance really falls on the new one because you're probably going to want to live that life longer.
Right. Have I seen this movie in this scenario?
Yeah, you walked out, and then someone, hands you the USB chip or the HDMI chip. You watch the same thing. You say yes. Would you respect the balance, or do you think that you?
Dude, I just wouldn't do it because like you can't just like take a week off every other week in your life. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's
like
fair.
It would give me so much anxiety that I have all this like momentum, and now I have to like go to sleep for a week and let my other self that part of it. One might argue, well, that is so far fetched. Then how could you ever make a movie grounded in reality based on that? You still could. You keep everything exactly the same and just make the characters believable.
Yeah.
That was my issue with the movie Drive too. The side characters were all like comic booky. This isn't a comic book. This is a movie. Make them real.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What about you?
So I was thinking, fuck my older self. I'm just going to be hot and pretty. But then I realized that even respecting the balance isn't about being a nice person. You actually need to if you want to live.
You gotta
I forgot
respect your
about
elders.
that.
You gotta respect your elders, and then they run out of juice. Dude.
That's what I mean. The juice.
They run out of the juice.
So just a wacky movie. I hope we see more movies like that done well.
Yeah.
Really instead of reboots and stuff
cool
like that. So
concept.
that director, she said, I forget her name, but she's French, and she said that she's got something up her sleeve for her second one. So I am ready to start remembering her name because that movie blew my mind.
Hill Dog, I started it with her and she like fell asleep. I'm like, thank God she fell asleep. Like this would have been, she couldn't have handled this. I have a friend who's like pretty squeamish. Like if you say blood, he's like, dude, you just say the word blood. I'm like, dude, I don't think you could make, if I give you $1,000, I actually don't think you physically could finish this movie.
Wow.
Like, I don't think he could handle it. I think he would faint.
It is probably the bloodiest. I think it's above a Tarantino movie
it's not even bloody.
That's
That's the thing. It is, but it's like, it isn't. It's this like disgustingness that you didn't think could be unlocked, which good for them for figuring that out also.
So question, when being squeamish, when you go to the doctor and you get blood drawn, do you tear up a little bit?
No. Do you?
When they put a needle in, it's not even that like it hurts, it's the anticipation. And I can't look.
You hate it?
And a tear comes down.
Really?
But I'm not crying, but it is like it's a tear.
Wow.
Kind of like when like a deer dies, like roadkill.
You cry a tear?
Just a tear. I was curious if that happens to you.
No.
Because I haven't grown out of that.
I have no problem with getting blood drawn. I can like watch. Like it's not a thing that bothers me. I know it's a thing that some people don't like. I'm trying to think. The dentist for me is my thing. The needles don't bother me.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, the last thing about the substance. Victoria didn't want to see it because she knew it was like a scary movie, a horror movie. And she didn't want to watch it. And then I told her I loved it. And she's like, good for you. And then more and more people were talking about it because it's got all these great themes. And now she wants to watch it. And I'm afraid that she cannot handle it because I can't even compare a movie to tiptoe like the top of her tolerance. So
LOL.
I think she should watch it by herself.
It's cruel.
I'll have her take an edible before too.
Oh, dude, this is funny. Speaking of which, also, my dad was like, dude, what the fuck is Lynch doing? Scaring Victoria with the screaming in the middle of the day?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm an update.
Yeah, the update's unbelievable.
Yo, guys, that prank, when we did it live on the podcast, that didn't go to my apartment. So I got home and I was like, hey, Vic. And I thought she was going to like throw something at me because she was pissed because I scared her. And she's like, hey. I'm like, did you hear the little prank I did? She's like, no. And I was like, were you home today? She's like, I was home all day. And then I was like, oh, fuck. I got to call Nana and Pop. Because they use my Spotify account on their Google Home. So I called, and they said that they heard screaming in the kitchen. And I don't think they were more confused than scared, thank God. And they unplugged the Google. So that happened to my grandparents, not to Victoria.
Oh my God, that is so creepy. If you're fucking, Alexa or whatever just starts screaming and you're older and you're like, unplug it.
Yeah, it was just the two of them. They're both in their 90s. That sucks. Feels so bad. But then I forgot about it till you just mentioned that. Yeah, that was bad. So
Dude, that's so funny.
honestly, better them than Victoria.
I don't know, bro. You're gonna kill them. Dude, that's so funny. I'm glad that it didn't end up being a big deal because when you told me that, I was dying. I was like, that's crazy.
It was like full on Kevin McCallus. Like, oh no, I had to call them. I was like, did you guys hear anything creepy like coming from your Google? And she's like, yeah, we heard screaming. This episode of Oops the Podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp.
Yeah, man. We were sort of talking about in relationships, like when there's a moment where, you know, you end up in a really solid relationship, like what were some of the green flags with the person? Like, because sometimes when I was younger, I was like kind of immature. Like if a person was really receptive to me or like really attentive and really showed that they wanted to spend time with me, like I didn't like that suddenly. I was like, oh, like they like me, then they must not be great or something. Like maybe that was a subconscious thought. I don't know. And anyway, like as you get older, I found at least you can kind of grow out of that. But you know, green flags with the person. I mean, if they have a good family, that obviously helps. Like if they have a good relationship with their family, if they have a lot of friends, if they have old friends, I think these are all things that are green flags.
They're a good communicator.
Yeah, good communicator as well. Now look, if you don't happen to check all these boxes, it doesn't mean that you're not a good candidate or something. But it's just interesting to look for green flags in people and see what the deal is and try to get in there. And I think BetterHelp's a great way to sort of navigate through the dating scene if you're a younger person or if you're single or whatever it might be. BetterHelp can totally help you either get out of your own way or help realize the things that are actually important to you when you approach a relationship. All things that can kind of help. And sometimes it helps to say these things out loud in order to get yourself closer to living your best life. And that might be with relationships or might be with anything. BetterHelp's really solid. Do it remotely anywhere where you have a smart screen or a connection and you feel comfortable. And yeah, it's just a solid, efficient tool for going about therapy, finding those green flags and living your best life. So give it a shot.
Discover your relationship green flags with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/oops today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/oops.
Dude, have you seen Alien Romulus?
No. I haven't seen any Alien movies. Don't kill me.
No, dude, no. Alien Romulus is sick.
That's the one that came out last year, right?
Yeah. It's like, I remember I started watching and I'm like, all right, how many of these are you going to make? Like, the original's an absolute classic. Like, there's other good ones in the franchise, but like, Romulus is sick.
Is it its own thing? Like, do I need to see Alien 1 to...
No, you don't.
I know I gotta see Alien 1, but I know that's like
No,
sacrilegious.
you can fully watch Romulus without having ever seen anything about Alien.
Cool. Is Prometheus an Alien movie?
I think so.
I saw that.
That's good.
I saw it at the movies.
I like Prometheus. Did you like it?
Yeah. Was it Fassbender?
I don't remember.
But anyway,
it was good.
Romulus was good, and that's
Romulus
streaming
is
on
good.
Hulu.
I don't know. I watched it on the plane.
I want to watch that.
And then I watched the Bob Dylan, Timothy Chalamet movie, which I hated.
Yeah, you didn't like the biopics
That
coming
was
out
dog
today.
shit. No offense to anybody. Timothy Chalamet was great. It's just like super boring, man.
No.
If you love Bob Dylan, I guess it'd be interesting. But like they say that like that period of Bob Dylan's life is extremely well documented and well organized as well. So there's like tons of video footage of the actual thing. So like there's kind of no need to watch like a fake, shittier version of it all. Unless you're like obsessed with Bob Dylan.
Or Chalamet.
He was great. Chalamet was great. He's in a couple of nominated movies. He's like become sort of the beast mode nominated guy every year, but no, I hated it. Absolutely hated it.
I started Conclave and I started Joker, and I didn't get through the first 15 minutes with either of them. Not because they were bad.
Joker 2?
Joker 2 and Conclave.
Joker 2 was better than everybody said, but it wasn't good.
Did you just watch it?
In my opinion. I watched it a couple weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got busy. But Conclave I heard was really fun and good.
I'm excited to watch that.
That's one of them.
I might watch that tonight.
Yeah.
I watched this movie called Blink, which I hated.
Is that the one with
Blink
Tatum?
twice. Yes.
Not Tatum.
Channing
Tatum.
Blink twice. Hated it.
Really?
Yeah. Like totally like a teeny, like great story. I'm like, this is such a good story. Why was this so bad? I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty much where I'm at. I wanted to watch movies on my flight here, but I was like, I've gotten good about being like, you literally need to try to sleep or you're going to die.
You're going to die.
So I'm like, all right, we're throwing on an eye mask. I'm going to make sure that I have nothing on me nothing in my pockets, nothing that can like distract me from trying to sleep. I'm going to take my shoes off, being that guy. My feet don't sweat. It's not gross. I'm not a smelly foot guy. And I'm going to sleep. And even if I can't, I'm going to try. And I basically slept the entire first flight and then like 2/3 of the second flight, if not more. So I probably got total 6 below average hours of sleep, which is enough to be able to show up in pod and do the things I have to do. And like,
It's enough.
wake up and I have my flight's at 1-ish. Thought I had shit to do in the morning. Oh, I should be good.
Good.
Here's the question. Do I bring my computer and my editing station with me to Louisville?
You're going 4 shows, so 2 nights.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Come back Sunday.
Do you have a lot of work to do?
Yeah. I have to put this video out at the end of February, and I mean, I'm in a good place, but like a good place assuming that I like work on it 3 or 4 hours a day until the end of the month.
Do you feel like getting back here after being gone so long that you're going to need an extra couple of days of rest, even if it's not here in the future of near? Here, let me try that again for you.
The future?
Do you do you feel like the rest is gonna be really valuable tomorrow night and the night after that, even though you have a show, to catch up from the rest of that you didn't get during these travel days?
To catch up on editing, you mean?
No, to catch up on
On
rest,
rest. Oh,
on your
man.
health. Like, do you feel like you're getting sick?
No.
Do you feel like you're close to getting sick if
No.
you have another bad night of
I
sleep?
don't feel that way. I got enough like solid nights of sleep in Alaska, even though like, you know, doing these shoots, man, by the end of the day, you're just absolutely roasted. But like, I think overall, if you were to average my sleep, it wouldn't be something that was like super concerning. The average is probably like 6, which is
Okay.
not enough, but like,
It's not machinist.
It's not machinist. And you know, I've been gone for a week and I wasn't able to edit because I'm shooting the whole day. So now I have, we're recording this and I'll tell you the date, not to let you peek behind the veil, but I'm not going to tell you. Beginning-ish of February, right? If I were to just not touch it until after Louisville, I then can sit down on the 10th to work and I have to have it done it has to be online by the end of February.
Okay, well,
And that's a week that I need a week runway for sound and color. So it needs to be done. It needs to be picture locked 21st of February.
all right, let me ask you a question. When did you upload last month? What day?
Like the end.
Okay, so this is February. You have 3 less days, so maybe you do bring your stuff.
I think I need to. It's just about putting the miles on. And dude, I bought a sick thing where like it's that big and it fits my entire computer setup and it besides the monitor.
That's hot.
But dude, like computer, keyboard, mouse, like the dongle thing, like everything fits perfectly in this little. Hello, Lynch. La-di-da-di-da.
Going to my room to work on my
Going to
dreams.
my room.
Going to work on my dreams.
My room.
Off to my room. That's good.
So yeah, I guess I'll bring it.
Can I ask your opinion on something?
Please.
So I got an email today from a stranger
Oh boy.
saying, hey, do you do private comedy gigs?
Ooh.
And I said, but that's not what this is. This isn't a comedy show. I said, hi, absolutely. Can I get a little more info? Thanks. And they said, I was hoping you could do a comedy video for me and my wife. Our anniversary is coming up. Then we talked price and agreed and stuff. And I said, that rate works for me. Can you send me any info you have about her? I'd also love to hop on a call sometime tomorrow or Friday so I can learn a bit. Just let me know. And then this person responds, if you can tell some jokes, maybe roast a few celebrities, then just tell her I love her. That should be good. You can just pick random popular celebrities. 5 to 10 minutes would be perfect. Her name is blank and I am blank. Does this person not want to get on the phone with me and give me real information about his wife so I can make like a specific thing for her? Like, isn't that weird? Who wants that?
Dude, yeah, sometimes it's this kind of stuff. So like it might turn into a thing where like you do it and then he's like, okay, so like send me your social security number and a voided check and like, you know what I mean? Because yeah, it's a good point. Like, yeah, just say she's a slob and then make fun of Timothy Chalamet and then like, and my name's Greg, and then that should be good.
Yeah. I think it's
feeling scammy.
Something feels wrong. There's no signature.
It's feeling scammy.
The name, I'll bleep it out, is Julius Gilmore. Is that, if I say that fast, is that like dick on face?
No, that's funny.
Julius Gilmore, Julius Gilmore, Julius Gilmore, Julius Gilmore,
Gilmore.
Julius Gilmore, Julie Gilmore, Julie Gilmore. And the Julius is spelled Juilius.
Julius.
Julius.
That's fucking sus.
Julius Gilmore. It's Gilmore.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. Sorry.
Okay.
That's tough.
Let me read you I would read you one more message that I got from
Okay.
someone today. You tell me if this is spam.
Is it, hey, my friend thinks you're cute. DM her on her main account.
I did get one of those. It made me angry.
Those are great.
What a waste of my
0
finger
followers.
touching.
Oh yeah, I
What a-
believe you.
Okay, so this person messaged me today saying, "Hi, I'm reading it exactly as is. I'm not making grammatical errors. Hi, if $10,000 was deposit to your Cash App PayPal balance, what will you use it for? A car bills, school allowance, donation, groceries, debts, rent, tuition, fees, charity business planning? Scam or no scam?" Mommy
Hard to
helper.
say.
Her
Hard
name's
to say.
Mommy helper.
Hard to say. Mommy helper. Dude, that's like the other one on TikTok where they're like, hey, we love your stuff. We would love to hire you for a private gig. You got one of those?
So that is a scam? The private gig thing's a scam? Okay. Because I got my email attached to my stuff, and I thought it was real.
I started a combo with the lady. And she was like, really? It was just like, go. She's like, it's in Ohio. It just like started to make no sense. It was obviously a scam. I should have known, but sometimes you just are hoping,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Do you think it was a scam, or do you think someone was fucking with you?
I think it's a scam.
Because there was like some money talk?
Yeah. I think if they were fucking you, they'd be like, my wife has 36 double Ds. Make
You're
sure-
a big pussy.
yeah.
Love Julius.
Yeah, exactly.
Julius.
Dude, so I have a funny thing too about, it's not the same really, but like
Yeah.
I had an audition for a commercial, and this really pisses me off when they say the following. They're like, we really want you to have a reader for this. So meaning like if I'm doing the commercial, the person there's like a person I'm talking to, they want there to be another person there.
Oh, like get someone to do work for free for you to potentially work for them, but all for free?
Yes. So basically I'm now casting a film for them, which is absolutely fucking so frustrating. They want you to have a reader. Fuck you. How about that? But I'm like, okay, fine. So this one went even a step further. They made my reader sign an NDA also. Hill Dog had to, I didn't even do it. I like made up a stupid fucking name and just signed it myself. I was like, fuck you. Fuck this. This is so stupid. But I wrote this one and I was too afraid to send it. But I thought you might enjoy it. If I can find it. Let's see here.
It's greasy.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking whack as shit. You're gonna like this, the way that I signed it originally. But then I actually got a lot of satisfaction because I got a callback for it and I couldn't make it.
Oh.
Suck my dick, dude.
I had some petty rage yesterday. Yours isn't really, that's valid. Actually, so is mine.
Let me find
But
it
you
first so
find
that
it.
I can fully
Yes.
listen to you.
You sent that to them?
No.
Oh.
I was too afraid, which I pushed out. It was pretty funny. So anyway,
That would've
fucking
been
obnoxious
funny.
as shit. What were you gonna say? Rage moment?
Oh, I was filming some UGC content where I'm doing trivia questions with people on the street, and it's fun. And running around Washington Square Park asking random people, and my friend Mike that was on the show with me last weekend, he comes and he films it, and it's a fun time. And so we're running around, and it's cold out, so there's not that many people, but there's always enough people. And so, you know, we have to be efficient with our time because it's so cold out that our phone batteries die. And they were filming, you know, other people were filming stuff too. And people were promoting a movie. And so they wanted people to like chat with and talk to. and this producer comes up to us, and I have my microphone, and we're doing our own thing, and she comes up to me and she says, "Hey guys, I see you're doing your little video." And
You hated that?
and I when she said that, I was like, okay, she said those words. I'm gonna stick it right to the side of my head. Yeah, we're shooting a little video. She's like, well, we're looking for 2 guys to chat with to help promote our new movie. It's blah blah blah. And I was like, whoa. And then I was like, we'd love to do it if you'll do ours. And then she's like, oh yeah, like I'll absolutely do your video. Just like, just stand over there. And like, when we're done, I'll definitely do your video. And then I said, well, we are gonna, like, they were talking to other people still. So I was like, we'll be in the area. So come and get us when you're ready for us, because we have to film our video. And then she's like, sure, cool, absolutely. And then I checked the side of my head. I was like, were there some words saying little video on the side of my head? Oh, she said little video. And so then we just left.
Fuck yeah, good for you.
Bitch.
I love that, dude. Sometimes it's just not worth it to be annoyed.
I like being annoyed. Gives me stuff to talk about. I like being angry.
yeah.
I like being mad. I like being passive aggressive. It's healthy for me.
Yeah, I had this callback for this stupid commercial that everybody on earth had to sign an NDA for, and I was like, yeah, I'm not around. Like, I have 1 hour that I can do it. If you can accommodate me, great. If not, tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
Whatever. But I still had, and hopefully I'll get this other one that I did, because hopefully this isn't sounding just foolish of me.
No.
But whatever. Dude, also, do you know anything about the Northern Lights? Not to completely change topics, but I know we talked about this briefly in the other episode, but
Just a little bit. My best buddy went and played golf. He went to
Russia,
Norway with
Canada.
he went to Norway with his dad and played golf there. And the photos that he took were just stunning.
of the Northern Lights?
Yeah.
Cool.
But they you said that you didn't have the best view of them. The photos that you posted, like, you tell me, like, does the photo do it justice?
So it's interesting because it's one of those things where, so the first night that I took pictures of them, it was a combination of the Northern Lights and this thing that happens where like the street lights somehow go in the opposite direction all the way up, and like the moisture in the air freezes. So it's this like crazy looking thing. And there was Northern Lights like mixed into that. So it was actually like pretty unique. The next night that I saw them, I couldn't actually see them with my eye, but my phone could see them. So that's a thing. It's a thing that they look better on your phone than they actually do to the naked eye a lot of the time.
Interesting.
So they need to be like crazy Northern Lights in order for you to be able to really see them also. And there's a tracker. So like I have the app now and it tells you like the likelihood in your area. And it's like not every night. You know what I mean? And I thought it was just a winter thing, but maybe it's not. I guess if you're just up north, you can see it, because if they were playing golf, it must not have been cold.
Yeah, this was back in October or November.
Okay. So it's probably getting a little chilly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you just have to be north enough. Like you can't really see them anywhere in North America. You can in North America, but not in the United States, the lower 48. In Canada, you can start to see them. And then in Alaska, obviously. And just basically like there's I'll show you this map. It's pretty cool. So based on what time of day it is, it just tells you like what your likelihood of seeing them is based on where they are and where you are. So like this is the current map of it. And so this grayed out area is where they theoretically go at some point.
Yeah.
So they never really get down here, but like
That lighter green
this
is at
the
pass?
this is a crazy giant cloud of Northern Lights right now, but it's only green. The inside, like when I was in Alaska, this had yellow and red within it. I was literally standing in the red zone. It was like a really rare time.
I'm assuming red is like more
Like
intense.
50% chance or higher of seeing them.
Wow.
So anyway, I thought I like learned so much about the Northern Lights. Super cool.
What are the Northern Lights?
I have no idea. It's like solar winds or something, like somehow reflecting off of something. I don't actually know.
Wow.
Do you? I'm assuming you don't either.
No, that's why I asked.
Yeah,
I
just
know
know it's like a sick thing.
I know what they look like, but I don't know
Same.
what they are.
Same. I don't either.
Interesting. I wonder if the guy with the telescope that you guys saw on your honeymoon, what he would have thought if he saw them,
God.
because you were not north.
He cannot. He's never seen those.
I wonder if he even knows what they are.
Although he was saying he had lived in Canada maybe at one point. He maybe has seen them. He maybe has seen them. I don't know though. I'd love to ask him. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And the pictures that you saw from the first night, like I could see those pretty good with the naked eye, and that was pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty special.
That's nice.
Yeah, dude. So anyway, go see some Northern Lights. Be careful out there. If people start insulting your work, tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yes.
Stand up for yourself. Fuck that shit, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, man. And somebody said, this happened. My buddy from college, he doesn't know any better, but he was like, he's like, I'm thinking about putting together a 20-year reunion. He's like, would you want to do like a little comedy skit let me know, bro. Like, great guy. I would never hold it against him, but I'm like, no, I would not. I'm not going to, no, absolutely not. But let me know, like, maybe I'll come to it, but I'm going to perform. Also, my little comedy skit, 0 for 2.
I'd love to see you do a little comedy skit.
Dude, fucking A.
Little comedy skit would be you opening a helicopter door and twiddling your feet out the side. Oh, Julia, with this comedy skit.
I'm not being careful. I'm not being careful. Oh, Buzz, I'm not being careful. You gonna come out and pound me?
That was great,
Home
Julio.
Alone?
Let's grab a beer.
Exactly, Lynch. Exactly. All right. You got anything else you wanna tackle?
No, that's it. Sometime in March, I'm gonna have an improv show, which I'm really looking forward to. I've been doing that for the last 7 weeks now, and it's a lot of fun. Met some really cool people, and I'll keep you guys posted. So check me out at Ryan is Really Polite for that, for clips, for some comedy shows I have in February. Just no dates yet, so just be on the lookout there. And for the improv show, I'll be posting that as well. And then email us at oopsthepodcast@gmail.com. Any of your stories, any of your grievances. If you were a dad that fucked up, tell us about how you're going to try to win your kid back in Dallas. All the boys in Dallas, we're thinking for you. We're thinking of you, and we're thinking about you. And Julio?
Yeah, come see me on the road. Pittsburgh, DC, Chicago, Providence, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, Charlotte. NotJulio.com for tickets. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm putting out one sick video a month. And they're going to start getting really sick. So this next one I'm about to put out is really cool. I think you guys will like it. That's it. Follow me on socials, blah, blah, fucking blah. Love you all. Goodbye.